Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much will depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Monday. After market, I bring the news update. Allow the Igbos to be on their own. If you won't include them in your governance structure, Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter. That's according to Professor Wekako. Yes, Professor Wekako, the Secretary General of the Igbo Herders Consultative Forum, has noted that the Igbos should be allowed to be a separate entity. If those in government don't want the Igbos, they don't want to include them in the governance structure of the country. Speaking further, Professor Wekako made it known that Igbos are being marginalized. Said there's no doubt the Igbos are being marginalized. The federal government and the agents have made it a point of duty to continue to exclude the Igbos from the governance structure. Yes, from the appointment, allocation of resources, projects, and everything. It's obvious that the region is being marginalized. The other statesman made this disclosure when he was being interviewed. Yes. And he said, look, that the Supreme Court judgment that nullified appeal court judgment that discharged and acquitted leader of the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, is a travesty of justice. Yes. Professor Wekako said, look, if you don't want to include Igbos in the governance of the country, let them stay apart. Yes, let them stay apart instead. He made it known that the federal government does not have any business to keep the leader of the IPOB, that's Nnamdi Kanu, in detention because, he said, Nigeria is a signatory to a number of treaties, and the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu is a breach on his fundamental human rights. Professor Wekako noted that IPOB leader has not violated any law. He noted that Nnamdi Kanu has not been found to be violent. Yes, that Nnamdi Kanu is only a freedom fighter who believes that his people are being marginalized. Professor Wekako. Yes. So these are the elders in the Southeast. But what we are saying is that they have to come to the realization that the Igbos are fed up with Nigeria. It's not the issue of telling the federal government, if you don't want them to be part of you, allow them to go. No. They have shown the obvious signs that they don't want them to be part of them. So there's no point giving conditions to stay. There's no other condition. Yes. The Igbos have passed the Rubicon. At the point now is no return. Talking about the agitation for freedom. That's for the independence of the Biafrans. For the restoration of the Biafran Republic. There's no going back. So, elders from the Southeast, when you are speaking to the government at the center, the government of doom and destruction, what you ought to be saying is that the Igbos have made up their mind to leave the contraption, yes, because they have seen it, that they are no longer needed. Not if you don't want them, allow them to go. No, they have shown the obvious signs. The written is on the wall, it's seen by everyone, that they are not needed. And so they are determined to leave the contraption. So the onus lies on you elders. By age you are elders, but most of you are not behaving like elders. Almost 99% of you are not behaving like elders. So Professor Wekako, you people should start talking about the referendum of your people, not giving conditions. If this nonsense, if. So he acknowledged that, look, Nnamdi Kanu is not a violent person, a troublemaker. Rather, he is a freedom fighter who is fighting for his people who have been marginalized because of what? Civil war. People will say, why did Igbo? So are they the only tribe in Nigeria? They are not the only tribe in Nigeria, but they have a peculiar case. Yes, and they have been subjected to inhuman treatment since 1967 up until this moment. The war broke out. Yes, not even 67, from 66, the pogrom from the northern Nigeria. Yes, the genocide being committed against the Igbos in northern Nigeria. From thence up until this moment, the Igbos have been made scapegoat. The Igbos has become endangered species. So, because others will be hearing it, some in African countries and some Europeans and Americans, they will say, why the Igbos? Yes, they have been targeted to be destroyed, to be killed, for doing nothing wrong other than to stand in for their right. And of course, after the Civil War, they were given 20 pounds each. No matter what you have in your bank account, they'll give you 20 naira, 20 pounds to go and develop yourself. So with that 20 pounds, what are you going to do with it? But today, the Igbos are standing tall in business, investment, industry, and in trade. They are standing tall in the whole of Africa. And so this jealousy is part of it. Yes, they have industrialized every city in Nigeria. Jealousy is part of it. So every region wants them to vacate so that they will claim their properties. But that will not happen. Because it's only the Almighty Chukwukiabiyama that made the Igbos who they are. Yes, the Igbos believe in their Chukwukiabiyama, the creator of the universe. That's what the Igbo believes in. Yes, before the white men came to the southeast, the Igbos had believed in the Almighty. They call him Chukwukiabiyama. And that is the Almighty, the Sovereign. And that is the God who made them who they are. And that is it. So the movement for the restoration of the Biafran Republic is sacrosanct. The contraption have shown that they don't want the Igbos, and the Igbos have accepted it in good faith. So no need of telling them to change their mind. No, don't appeal to anybody to accept the Igbos. No. For how many years now? Since 1966, they are doing this thing. They have not changed their mind. So how do you believe, that these people will change their mind? Who told you? What impression are you having? So there's nothing, the Igbos are doing in Nigeria again. Just that the leaders, in quote, they are deceiving the people. Otherwise, they have to come out openly and tell their people that Nigeria has rejected them long time ago. Those governors, those senators that the people were talking about, they are leaders in quote, leading only their stomach. Alright. So Igbos, they have gone far in their journey for freedom. No going back. Elders should join and speak like elders, not like children.